when he catches up with the judge that said his
Oh,
deltoids were small.
and he's got the Mossberg pump
Yo,
action.
when he does that, you don't know what. First of all, when he told him to take his clothes off, I was
I
like,
was
oh
like,
man.
yo,
I
yeah.
was like, based on what Brad did to him, I was like, oh, I don't know what this. I was like, oh man, I'm not gonna be able to watch the rest of this film. I didn't know. You know what I
Wait,
mean?
backtrack, man. He's in the cut silent. How
I
do you
know,
not feel a
I
presence
know,
in your
I
own
know.
home?
I know. He did hit him with like, yeah, he did him with the Ninja Gaiden joint where he's in
Yeah.
the corner, you can't see him. He hit the Metal Gear Solid.
Snake.
What's that? What's that noise over there? Like, like they hit him with that joint. But I'm watching it and I'm thinking, I don't know what he's gonna do to this guy.
That scared me too.
That was scary, right? And then he made him go through all the different poses.
Hey,
Dude,
the guy he said, and like you mean it.
right. Smile better. Like, I know. It's wild. I mean,
Yo.
so first of all, we've laughed more talking about this movie than I did watching it because there's
Oh, no
nothing
question.
funny.
There's nothing
There's
funny about
there's
this.
nothing funny at all about this film. It is like it's disturbing throughout,
Yes.
right? And and only the last time that I and you like, points of reference, the last time I felt this kind of level of disturbance watching somebody in a movie like this was when I watched Joker, the first one. Arthur Fleck, Joaquin Phoenix's Arthur Fleck
Yeah.
is like Jonathan Majors, Killian Maddox.
Yeah.
In that when
Great
you're
parallel.
watching them, you feel like first of all, you feel sympathy for them because you know they've been abused and mishandled by numerous people in their lives.
System, their family, friends, strangers.
To the extent they have friends.
Yeah.
And then you feel like this person is capable of anything, and that makes them dangerous.
Yes.
And there's this complete loss of reality because when Killian is talking to the therapist and he tells her, this girl is my girlfriend and everything's going well,
she
at
knows.
At that moment, I was like, oh, I can't trust none of what I'm going to see. So every scene after that, like just like in Joker, I'm thinking, is this really happening or not? So I had even when you thought he's going to kill Brad,
the hallucination, the fantasies.
Right. I had to see like, did he really do that or not? Because he's obviously not playing with a full deck.
And that's a brilliant segue too. And before we even get there, that's a dope highlight of, again, the director, the cinematographer playing with the light, playing with the different scenes and the ability to give you a glimpse of what his inner thinking is. So rather than a monologue, if you were on a play, or rather than a comic book where they have the little bubbles, you get to see like his fantasies about what he wants to do. And then all of a sudden, to his credit, he comes to his senses and he says, you know what, this is not the way, because now I will now become not the target of anyone's animus, but more of like a freak show. And anyone who's been driving on a highway who's witnessed an accident, you know that the traffic goes slow because everybody is so busybody, nosy, and wants to get an idea as far as what's going on. But the segue I was speaking to is CJ had mentioned, earlier about the different transgressions that are committed to him about, the system failing him, the police specifically, even his therapist. How is this guy not in jail? How is this guy not in a traction unit? We see that he leaves the hospital on his own when he's like, hey, you got tumors on your liver. They're not.
By the way, he's got severe liver problems. Yes.
They're not malignant just yet, but we got to do something about them nonetheless.
Yeah.
And his response is, no, I'm a bodybuilder. Bodybuilders can't have scars. Meanwhile, this dude got his head through a window numerous times. I think if I didn't miscount, I'm thinking this dude put his head through at least 7 or 8 windows. And
he got beat up a lot. He took a lot of beatings, but his face, they don't grade that.
Yeah, they don't grade that.
That's not on the sheet.
No,
the sheet is not eyebrow muscles.